Also, if you look at the minimap, you have your jungle strong side you, meaning that you can play super aggressive right now, and you can lead it like not E in, but play around your wave. Like she shouldn't be able to do this. Like you should be walking up, and when you have a chance, you can walk up on an angle like this. You E here, you auto attack her, and then you back off before she kills the minion. Not now, of course, because now it's over. But if you have these minions full, and you do that, and you E here or here, and Lulu is not able to auto attack your polymorph you, and you just trade the Jinx and the minions will help you. Let's see. And look at your clicking. You're actually, for some reason, you're clicking back. You're reacting scared. Thresh is walking up. Lucian is on the minimap in the jungle. And look at your clicks. Just clicking on the wave. This is not a timer where you ward. You play super aggressive because there is almost no way Diana is bot. What's going on, guys? Besides here, in today's video, we're going to learn how to play AD carry from the laning phase, zoning, matchups, and you're going to have a bit of the macro as well. So if you truly want to get better below Grandmaster, this video is going to be your blueprint to win more games in solo. You're going to learn so much about laning phase, wave management, and more. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, you gotta subscribe as fast as possible. Make sure you subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell if you're AD carry main and you truly want to get better. If you want to get better, check out my coaching as well. This guy booked coaching session, and after a week, he got from gold to platinum immediately. Enjoy. So the way you played it at level 1 just was very, very suboptimal. One, you actually underestimated the power of not leashing, and you just start like, started here, you stayed here, you did some settings, but you really should walk with the wave, because if the Jinx is getting the push in this lane, how are you supposed to play? Thresh is unable to hook, Thresh is unable to all in. They will get level 2 advantage, but they will zone you level 1. You see this right here? Super important.
I'm already too late, yeah.
Exactly. And then now they're just pushing. So here you should have been here already and like start push, and once you get the push, then they can just back off. Like here, as you can see, you do get the push, and then what does Jinx do? Jinx is like, okay, the Lucian gets the push. What does it mean when he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minions, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 minions? Okay, they have the push, so where do I click right now? If they have the push and they have the minions, they are able to trade and walk up aggressively. So look at the Jinx clicks. She's already knowing, oh shit, they got the push. Let me retaliate, let me push it back, and when I have more minions, like let's say I have 4 and they have 3, I can walk up and push. So you see how important this was? Then you already messed it up here. Super important. And this is a huge mistake right here. This is why I call a bronze mistake. You're using the Q on the wave, which is a huge mistake. This one is a big red. And then some people will say, oh, he's using it to push the wave. What do you mean? Yes, that's, if you think about it. But if I'm Jinx and I see Lucian hitting the wave, what am I thinking right now?
Free to trade like my outbacks versus her rocket.
Exactly. She's gonna be like, what the fuck? 9 seconds cooldown and mana on the wave? Let's go on this guy. He's 500 range. Let's go. And she's gonna hit you with the rocket. Really important. Big thing. Look at it. Boom. Okay, sure, you hit the Lulu. But then now, the Jinx is able to push. I'm not sure if you actually did this Q to poke Lulu, or you just Q to get the minions.
I did it for the wave.
Yes, I know. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. It's very bad. This is exactly what Kaisa players that I coach do as well. They get paranoid and it's like, oh, I'm going to Q the wave because I don't know if I'm going to get this minion. And then they Q the wave. Then the enemy Caitlyn walks up, chunks them, and is like, oh, I guess I shouldn't have Q'd the wave. So you got to be very careful with these Qs right here. So we were a bit late to the lane. How do you treat your jungle when it comes to the leash? Very important. The leash is super important. If you play Lucian, if you want to play this champion, the push is super important. And no, it's not important if you play Lucian with Thresh against Alistar with Twitch. No, in this one you can just get the push anyways. Even if they get the push, they're not gonna poke you.
They don't want to get the push as well. Probably because Twitch Alistar does not want to push as hard. Like, it's not the same situation. They are not poking.
Yes, they can't poke you. They can't punish you in any way. Let's say they have a Zeri and you play against, let's say, a Pantheon. Okay, if they get the push, sure, they will get level 2 advantage and stuff like that. But the reality is that it's not really going to be any big difference in the lane. But if you play against Ashe Karma, Ashe Lux, Ashe Seraph, Caitlyn Senna, Caitlyn Lux, Caitlyn Nico, Caitlyn Range, double range, or Ezreal with Karma, Ezreal even with Soraka, and you know that if you leash and they don't, you're gonna get obliterated. So you need to ask your jungle, like, how do you treat your jungle? Like, do you just leash if he needs a leash?
In the meta right now, I usually don't. I think I didn't leash for 10 games.
Okay, because you don't like to leash, or because they don't need it?
Because they don't need it, I think.
Okay, so you think they don't need it, or they actually just tell you that they don't need it?
I think they don't need it.
Have you had any situation where he like got tilted because he didn't leash?
No, but honestly, I play full mute.
I see. This is one of the things that can hold you back, because when you play the carry, you depend a lot on the jungle and a lot on the support. So if you already mute all like this, he's also gonna mute all. And you know what? When you're gonna ping assistance, and you're gonna need help, he's gonna say, "Sorry, Lucian, I muted all, man." So the way you treat them, they'll treat you as well.
I mean, I use pings, but I have the chat on party only.
Yes. True, but then how are you gonna know if he's asking for a leash in chat?
I don't.
That's the thing. And then if let's say you're gonna have a game where he's gonna need a leash and you don't leash and you ignore him, he will ignore you the whole game. So what I personally do, and you probably know this, like I did 200 ping to Diamond 4, and from Bronze all the way to this rank, to Diamond 4, I use the same approach. Only keep my chat for 2 minutes, and that's in the beginning of the game. If I need my jungle to not leash, and you can see the lanes, Caitlyn, Senna, and right here, the fact that I did 60 damage is also a little bit, because I didn't leash and I just bullied them. Level 2, they were dead in the tower. I asked them, is it okay if we don't leash? And then I give them the reason. We hard win lane if we do leash. And yes, if you're in Grandmaster, people will flame you. Why are you asking me? It's obvious, you shouldn't leash. Are you an AD carry main struggling to make an impact in your games? Is your damage output disappointingly low, leaving you feeling frustrated and powerless in the role you love? Introducing our specialized coaching program designed to supercharge your AD carry performance. Imagine a world where your damage, decision making and farming skills are 10 times better, and the outcome of your games is no longer left to chance. Meet Chase. Just like you, he was once stuck in the same position, facing low damage and inconsistency in his games. Let's see what happened after his coaching experience, from Diamond 4 to Master Tier. Wow! And here is Jordan and Brett, both transformed into formidable AD carry after the coaching session. These success stories aren't just isolated cases, they are a part of a community of over 3,243 players who benefited from the coaching program. If it worked for them, why not for you? Picture yourself as an unstoppable AD carry. It's not a dream, it's your potential with the coaching session. Don't wait any longer, visit Visite.com, book your coaching and become the AD carry the enemy team hates to play against. But guess what? You don't play in Grandmaster. So people will ask you to leash and you're not going to have the chance. So personally, if it was me, Andy, I'll always ask. He will usually say just go, or I don't need leash anyways. But if he's going to say I really need leash, or he's going to ping, I would consider to help him. Because
so usually in my games, the jungler pings then, or my support and me are like communicating through pings that we are like doing shit in lane.
Yes, I see. But you see, this is a bad dynamic, because your jungle is already going to be like, I hate this Lucian. I'm gonna show him, you know, I'm never gonna gank him. I'm gonna go gank the Ornn top, and he's gonna gank the Ornn top, and we're gonna lose the game. Especially when
the reason I do it is because I think League is really toxic, and I know that I'm getting tilted as well. So I personally think my mental is way better when I'm on mute.
Very good. So you should be mute. I'm just saying, for the first 2 minutes, you ask this question, and this can actually set up the relationship with your jungle. And it, you know what it can also do? Because if you don't ask, didn't you have any situation where you don't ask, you're in the lane, but your support is leashing? Like, you never had this situation in the game?
Yeah, of course I had.
Exactly.
Then I always go deaf.
Right. So it's like, it's annoying. But when you say, is it okay if we don't leash? And if he says, because this is what you ask in the very, very, very beginning, like at 0.0000 minutes. Not now. Now it's already too late. It's way too late. And then if he says, just go, guess what? He's going to say just go at like 0.30, and you're going to be here, you're going to ping on my way assistance. And Thresh will understand why. It's because you told your jungle. There is so many situations for me where I'm just pinging, I'm in the lane, I'm pinging, but I didn't ask my jungle, and Thresh is like, okay, I'm leashing. Which is still thing, but it didn't communicate with them. So be very careful, because these things can hold you back, like how you treat your teammate, if you type, if you, we're going to talk very soon about that. Okay, so we lost Prio. We queued on the minions, which should be avoidable. At all costs. Yes, there are some situations where you want to push the wave recall, you want to push it as fast as possible, or simply that, let's say that you're about to miss a cannon. Maybe in that case you can Q the minions and waste the mana and put yourself on cooldown. But in the 95% of the cases, queuing the wave is very, very int.
You're speaking about the first 3 waves, right?
I'm speaking, yes, in the laning phase, if they can pressure you, you should always avoid queuing the wave at all cost. In the later stages, to just push waves and just move faster on the map, of course, you can use Q on the wave. Okay, so here the first mistake is that didn't like ask to leash, but the most important thing is they didn't even you know, push the wave and go here fast. And then right here the Lulu approaches the brush, and this is like the mistakes appear very fast here. And look at your body language. Do you see your body language? Where should you be sitting right now?
Probably a little bit more up.
Here, okay, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, the one.
Yes, you should really stay here, not too far on the river, because you want to stay a bit close to the trash in case he wants to hook or he wants to start flay. But you should click on the left because this guy Lulu is in the brush. Of course, you're making a lot of additional mistakes. You should click on the trash, because if you click on the trash, you can see if he has E or if he has Q. If he has Q, then you play a bit differently compared to if he has flay, right? Did you know that you can look it up?
Yeah, because of his E charges.
Perfect. So look at the positioning right now. You're just hitting this minion. Why are we not hitting from here? Look at this. Then you just get free poke. And then now you should hit like a psycho on the minions. Because if they get a push, and then this Q, we talked about it, if they get a push, it's easy to win for them. You should also ping your support to help you push. They're super slow on the push here. There is no urgency. You see Jinx is actually using rockets here. Right? Super important.
But then I cannot walk up and like hit the now. She uses the rocket launcher, so I cannot walk up and just hit the caster minions because I will get damage.
Like now?
Yes.
So when you should push is like like now you should like just push the wave. Just stay on the left and just push the wave. There is no threat here, right?
Yeah. Right now, yes.
Right like here is very push. Well, yeah, because you just like now you can push. Now you can push. There is no threat. There is no threat. Now you can still push and hit it a lot. Not on these minions, but you can hit what's in front of you. You can push very hard. And even here, you see that she's clicking back for some reason. She shouldn't be clicking back because she has more range. She can literally poke. She's super weak level 1, but she's just not playing the lane correctly. She's just boosted player. So you should walk up right here and just hit the minions and get prio.
If she would walk up to me, would I try to match her then with Q? If
yeah,
I didn't
you can just trade back. Before? You can just trade back. You can just trade that. But ideally, you don't trade level 1 because she will win majority of the trades. You trade back if you have to, but you just really like here. You just really need to focus on pushing the wave. And of course, unless he goes in and he flays Lulu here, in which case we go auto Q. You should just really focus super hard on 1, pushing the wave, hitting the minions a lot, and 2, trading back in case Jinx is hitting you. Okay, it's good. Okay, look at this. See this grief? Super bad. Super bad. You're just using Q. Like now, why not get here so you can Q this minion so you can go on the Jinx? Why are you not playing to pressure? You're not playing Yumi right now. You're not playing Twitch. You're not playing Zeri. Are you trying to play safe? No, you said it. I want to win the lane. I'm playing to win. I'm Lucian, Draven, Caitlyn. They want to win the lane. So it's like, oh, but I'm going to Q the wave and I'm going to... Okay, yeah, and then what? Look at this. So if I'm Jinx, I'm immediately saying, okay, I'm winning this game. 100%. Lucian is playing to play safe against Lulu Jinx. Even against Jinx is int, but against Lulu Jinx is even more int. Then he walks out, but he don't have Q, unfortunately. Super bad positioning by you, Andy, here. Look at this. Super bad positioning. Like, this is fine. Like, you're staying close to your support, and you're staying close to the wave. We don't talk about the Q. And now, when he's walking up right here, where should you be standing? You have no Q, though, so you can't, like, walk up massively on them, but you should still, like, react to this play and walk up.
I should walk forward as well, right?
Where should you click here?
Yeah, forward, like towards them.
Okay, right here?
Yeah.
The problem is if you're going to be right here, you're going to get poked by the Lulu and by the Jinx because
so
they have a lot of range.
Into the wave.
Yeah,
like
so you need to stay...
Like I should click to my caster minion nearly dying.
Yes, so you should try to say, even here, she might look to poke you. So the ideal best position that you're going to have is what I call the Brom position. The Brom position is the position where you can be that anytime he can use E. So this is where you have to be, look. This is the thresh range of Flay. You can be here, you can be here. Here is a bit too aggressive because they can hit you and run. So the perfect positioning is right here. Why? Is because if he walks up, you can like follow him. If he doesn't walk up, you can just hit the wave. And so you want to be one, you don't want to be exposed to 3 auto attacks from Jinx. So here is a Griff, here is Griff, here is Griff. 2, you want to be close enough to the thresh. So in case he stays here and he does something, we can follow. So this is the right here, right here, right here, right here. Around this angle is the best positioning in this lane. And then now you push.
So when I play with like Thresh, Leona, Nautilus, I should try to hack into their, let's say, what is it called, range of action?
Yes, of course. Of course,
okay,
of course. Most of the people, they think they need to position it parallel, you know, which can happen if you like, let's say I play Caitlyn with Karma. If I stay parallel, I will just zone them so hard because Karma can poke with the Mantra Q and I can poke with the Q. True. But if I have Leona and I play Twitch and I play parallel, she's gonna go in and I need to walk to all in, you know? So this is like a lot of
So if I play with a supportive or poke champion, I can play parallel, but whenever I have an engaged champion, like Leona, Nautilus, whatever, I need to be close.
Yes, close to them, but at the same time respecting what the enemy matchup is really saying, like playing for. So here, yeah, parallel is fine because her range of threat is this angle, Mantra Q. Caitlyn range of threat is this angle. So if she's gonna Mantra Q, I'm gonna Q as well if the AD carry is walking up. And yes, if this was an Alistar and I stay like this, Alistar will, let's say, Alistar will jump in and I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Walk and then go. So you have to just stay a bit closer to the support. And look at the positioning that you have right here. It's like what I call grandpa position. Like now you clicked here, which I appreciate that you're like clicking up, but I don't appreciate that you're not clicking towards your thresh.
Be on the other side of the wave, right?
Yeah, like right here, you should. Then here you auto, and then look at the thresh. Thresh is walking up, and look how like disconnected you are in this lane. Like he's walking up, and you're not even following. Because if I'm Jinx now, this Jinx is like incredibly bad player. She's probably playing Jinx because she's in the meta. So this is gonna happen in Diamond, and then this is gonna flame me the whole game. Because if you go here, he can actually flay and you can Q him. Yes, he's gonna get chunked.
Maybe Q the wave to chunk.
Yeah, anything.
I see there are many. I see when I'm like on my current position, 5 seconds ago, or 3-4 seconds ago, I could probably walk up and maybe hit a Q on her directly or through the minions or whatever. Just use his
just to pressure.
Ability, auto attack my Q to chunk her to half life at least.
So here you stay close to the thresh. I like it more here and the positioning. This is the first Q that I like. The problem is that, good luck, have fun. You failed it. You failed it. You just didn't like, we weren't fast in the lane.
Yeah, lucky they didn't punish it.
And then now it's like, oh, this is a small win for the Jinx, but still a win. Let's see what to do here. So you walk up to the minion. You look at the body language of the Lulu. Then you dodge that. Okay, you get E.
Could have done a Q there, but yeah.
Let's see which one. This one. Yeah, because you can, but you're gonna tank the minions, so you actually stay into the brush. You hit the minions. I don't know why you don't actually let these minions to go here, because if you stay here, Thresh is level 2, so if they try to push, you can already punish. Right? If you are level 1, then I would say that don't keep the wave here because they will poke you. Thresh only has the hook or only has the flay, but here in this level 2, you should just keep the wave on your side. Because he's strong enough for him to
think about where I want the wave to be.
Yes,
we just said because they are poke, I want to be it like where I'm right now. If the wave is there, it's way better for me.
Okay, so now we keep the wave here. We don't know where is the jungle. I don't know where they went. They play so incredibly safe. This is just, oh man, like you're playing so safe. It's like there is no threat now. Even no jungle can gank you from behind. There is Lulu. It's just no setup. And now they are missing. I'm like, okay, they are missing. And when Jinx is here, do something. She's gonna double this minion. You could E. The thing is, we don't know what's happening on the river. So I say, walk up, prepare yourself. You know, just try to walk up and try to punish her and show her that she's not able to get the minions for free. Because look at your minion. Like, you don't even need to walk up and like hit her. You click here and you see what she does. If she's like walking like this, maybe jungle is behind. If she's backing off, that's fine. You don't need to dash into her, but show her the assertiveness that a Lucian into Jinx has. Because now it feels like I'm playing Twitch against Jinx. I'm scaling. Like if you're playing Draven or Lucian, it's the same thing. If I'm Draven or Caitlyn and I'm here and I want to play to punish and I'm clicking back, it's like so bad. Or at least walk up here and punish her with the Q. Look, you could have been here. Throw the Q, run. Is there any threat? No. What threat? Look at Lulu. You see, like, look at your clicks. It's so like, oh, you know, let's wait 30 minutes and then we just open the game. Like, you're just not playing this lane to me. Look at your click. And then now, because I like Thresh. Look at Thresh. Thresh is like, what the fuck is this guy doing? She's farming. I'm walking up. Look at Thresh. He's looking. He's aiming to do something. Look at Thresh.
Actually, I think I remember that the reason I do keep the wave there is that I think, okay, they have to walk forward. But you probably say that's good, but I have to still be more aggressive to, I don't know, show I'm the guy
because
in the lane.
you're not really touching the wave here. If this wave state is good, what you're doing at the moment is good. What I'm saying is that she's going for the minion and you're not preparing yourself to be in a position where you can Q this minion. I'm not saying push the wave here. I'm saying be in a position where you can punish the Jinx when she walks up to the minion. Get in a position where you can always Q to the minion. Because here it just feels like you're just playing for something else. Look, she's just getting farm for free. And look at the Thresh clicks. Like here, I wouldn't click here because if he hooks like this, there is no angle to dash. You're gonna get polymorphed. There is not like this is not good. Stay here.
I should be close to Thresh right now.
Yeah, be close to Thresh because if I'm here and he hooks Lulu here, I can dash like this, stay here, hit Lulu, and then Jinx is just gonna watch because she can't hit me. But if he hooks and you go from here to here, it's like a grief dash. You're gonna get chunked as well. Look at this. Look at this. It's not good positioning. And then okay, the fact that you use your E here is like really bad. Your E is how much? Like it's how many seconds?
Yeah, I just saw it. So it's 17. It's a shit ton of time.
It's 20 seconds. 20 seconds. How do you reduce your cooldown of your E?
Oh yeah. Okay, that's the reason.
How do you reduce your cooldown of your E?
Yeah, just by auto-attacking.
Who?
Champions. No. Everything.
Okay, so if I auto attack a word, I get cooldown, yes?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, let's see. I will not give you the spoiler. I will show you. Wait, downloading. Is it a new patch? Alright. Like
yeah, I had it this morning as well.
Wait, what day is today? Friday. Okay, is it like a hotfix or something? Because the patch was Wednesday.
Probably, maybe Gwen got hot nerfed.
Ah, yeah. You hate Gwen?
I just banned her.
Okay, alrighty.
It's disgusting. Champion is insane overtuned.
Like, do you play her against her what? Jungle or top?
Jungle. Gwen jungle is insane overtuned.
Okay.
I mean, the champion has always been 8s for an AD carry because you have to get close to
it.
Yes. But right now it's incredible, honestly. I have one more question.
Yes.
So I know that I try to push as a poke lane to poke under turret. I know that I try to play, as we are just speaking about it, as an all-in lane, which is like Lucian or Draven or something. But their champs, I do not know what to categorize them to. For example, Jin, Misfortune. Bro, why the fuck you have 160 MS?
Yeah, you didn't know? So I did that climb on Bronze to Diamond 4.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And
but I do not know the reason.
Yeah, so I'm in South Africa right now, so I play on EO West, but I play from Africa, so that's... So in like 2 weeks, I'll get back to Europe and I'll try to push for Grandmaster because I had multiple accounts in Master EO West on different roles. So now I'll try to climb. But yeah, look at this. So let's say I use my E right here and you said on anything, yes? Look at my auto deck.
Yeah, it's not like this. You did run out, your passive did run out.
Okay, so you mean that if I hit the passive, I get cooldown.
On everything. A ward would be fine as well.
Okay, so if I hit auto attacks, it doesn't get reduced, yes?
Yeah, and if you are E right now and instantly hit, it will get reduced.
Okay, perfect. And that's it? Is that any... What if I hit the minions? Still the same?
Yeah.
Not really. The cooldown is reduced with 1 second on the minion per each auto attack. This is actually with 2 seconds. So it's double the efficiency on the
enemy champions, let's say.
Yes, yes. And now let's just test it. Super important. You see exactly what I said. I will give you the pieces that miss. You know the information, but just need a little bit more. Look, E, I hit 16 seconds. Every hit is just 1 second. But if I refresh my cooldown, yeah, E, and then boom, boom, I have 14 seconds.
Yeah, 2 more seconds.
Important. Super, super important. Okay, let's skip the game right here. Yeah, so like we're just wasting the E here. It just feels like you're like playing so safe. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna just use my E. Like the Thresh literally can't do anything because he's like, oh shit, Lucian used his E. He's like, I guess I just recall. Like I can't do anything. And then look at this. You get the wave again. The Jinx, you are in a position where you have more minions. You should be walking up and trying to punish her. You should be walking up here, walking up here. Thresh is about to hook. You have like 10 minions and they have 6. You're in a position where you see that your own minion is also low, which you know that Jinx is gonna go for it. And look what you do. You have no E, no Q. Super important. It's a big thing. I want to see what you're winning on Lucian though. Because if you play like this, I don't think you can win a lot of games. I think I would suppose it's around 40%. Okay, so you don't have so many games. No problem, no problem.
Yeah, I think I write my question down and give it to you in the end.
Is it about like what I'm speaking right now?
No.
Okay, okay. If there is, just tell me and we just like get it out of the way now. Okay, good. Let's see. Let's see what you do. Okay, you try to Q here. Sure. Now, unfortunately, we can't punish. And it looks so weird, right? Because you have a lot more minions right here, yes? So who is supposed to play more aggressive now?
Yeah, us, of course.
Exactly. You have the matchup. The matchup is anyways by default playing more aggressive. You have the wave right here. So it's like even at 1 point more. And look at your clicks here. Well, I mean, your clicks are good. You're clicking back. You're like, you're scared because you just had no abilities right here. So you just have to play safe. And here I would go 2 points in Q. If you think you can all in here and he's gonna hit the hook, W is fine because you can proc your passive forever. Like in E, auto, Q, auto, W, auto. That's fine if you think you're gonna all in. But for the poke, his Q is better, like 1 more point in Q. I actually agree with you that with the Thresh in this state, he might go for a hook very soon. So W is better in this case. But if you had a Senna or a champion like a Lux, I would just go for 2 points in Q. Are you thinking about these things? Are you aware of this?
Yeah, I'm aware, but I usually don't do it.
And look at your positioning. Like look at the Thresh.
Ashe, for example, I do quite often. Not putting a point in E or as Jhin or like quite the obvious ones, I guess.
I see. Now look at the Thresh right here. Look at his clicking and look at your clicking. Like he walks up and look at your click.
It should be close to the bush, right?
Exactly. Boom, boom. You should be right here right now. Look at your clicking. It's just so hard to watch. You're clicking on the left, but it's even if he hits it, it should have been right here. Fast. Spam, bam, bam. Like so slow. Then we don't talk about the Qs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. This is not good. This laning phase is really bad. Really bad. Because look at this. You have more minions. You have all abilities. He misses the hook, but guess what? You should still not back off. You should try to Q the minions to angle on them. Also, if you look at the minimap, you have your jungle strong side you. Meaning that you can play super aggressive right now. And you can lead it like, not E in, but play around your wave. Like she shouldn't be able to do this. Like you should be walking up. And when you have a chance, you can walk up on an angle like this. You E here. You auto-attack her. And then you back off before she kills the minion. Not now, of course, because now it's over. But if you have these minions full, and you do that, and you E here or here, and Lulu is not able to auto-attack your polymorph you, and you just trade the Jinx and the minions will help you. Let's see. And look at your clicking. You're actually, for some reason, you're clicking back. You're reacting scared. Thresh is walking up. Lucian is on the minimap in the jungle. And look at your clicks. Just clicking on the river. This is not a timer where you ward. You play super aggressive because there is almost no way Diana is bot. Okay, this is the first clicks in the game. And the poor Thresh, if I'm Thresh, I'm like, I don't know if I should throw the hook because you're always like looking at something else. And here you're like, oh shit, I need to move. Yes, that is good. And I love your map awareness right here. The problem is that you can't just move because the wave is right here. So if you start moving now, they will push the wave and they will get plates. Option number 1, move right away. Option number 2, push the wave, move after. Option number 3, push the wave, ignore the Lee. You are right, and yes, please.
I think why I do option number 1 is because they have it way easier to access first. So I really have to move earlier, I think. And
they don't.
Option 3 is a hard option because then it could happen that the guy is just like, okay, fuck it. I don't care anymore.
So they don't actually have access, because if the Jinx does this and you immediately crash the wave, she loses a wave, she loses a plate, and it's Lee Sin. He can actually escape. Then you ping, it's just a Jinx. So if you push this and she does this, she can do it. She lost the game. If she doesn't get a kill here, she lost the game, because she can't go back like this because she's going to be in the tower, right? And she needs to go like this. Good luck, have fun, brother. They can't follow if you just walk out. Well, first of all, you should not be in this position. You should be... Your positioning is just really, really, really bad. You should be like right here, pushing the wave. Pushing the wave, like right here. And then if she moves, and you think she can make a big impact, you can follow her. If not, just push the wave. And no, she can't not make a big impact, because the distance will tell you if she can make a big impact. What do I mean by that? If, okay, this is a trash, but let's say it's a Shyvana. If the fight was right here, and you are here, okay, it's a bit confusing. 1 second. Wait, listen. 1 second, because my jungle is of course on top side as per usual. I need to call him bot. Okay, good. So if they were right here, I will tell you the opposite. I'll tell you that you should move right away. If my jungle is right there, I tell you that you should push first and you can move after. All depends on the distance that you travel. Because as you said, oh, but what if Jinx is going to get earlier access? Yeah, she will. She will start moving, you'll start pushing. When she's going to be right here, the wave is going to be crashed into the tower. Let's say she goes to Lulu. When she's going to be there, you know, you're already hitting the plate. So if she doesn't get this kill and Lee Sin does this, or Lee Sin does flash over the wall and he escapes, she's in this position. She can't go back because we have trash. So she needs to go like this. So they lose 1 wave and 1 plate. So to recap, the options are I move without pushing, or I push first. If the distance between you and the fight is really small, like this, you know their fight, you know there is a high chance you get a kill, you know that there is a high chance that if Jinx moves, she gets the kill, absolutely, fuck the wave, go. Wave is not more important, as other coaches will tell you. You should go for the fight. If the distance between you and the fight is high, even here, it's pretty high, you should always prioritize pushing the wave. And after you push the wave, if Jinx is moving, you keep looking at the fight and you push the wave. And here you make the decision. Can I make it in time, or do I just push? Here it depends on where is Jinx, how low is Lee Sin. But that's how you decide. You decide on the distance and the distance between you and the junglers, and you decide on, can I make it in time? Is it reliable? And if you think you can make it in time, you don't go. You have to be sure. Like here, you're sure you can make it in time. Here, you're sure you can make it in time. Here, you're sure. Even here, you're sure. Here, you're sure. Fuck the wave, go. You're not sure here. No, it's too far. Even here is too far. Here is too far. It's on mid lane. What are you going to do? Make a trip? So what should you have done in this case and why?
And then probably push, maybe with my abilities then.
Yeah, you can use your Q. You can use your Q. I wouldn't do his W because it's a lot of mana. It's like 60 mana. But Q, you can push. You can push with Q. They play from there, look. Just moved, but guess what? The fact that you didn't push first, Jinx can also follow here, right? That's the concept why you're pushing first. It's because if you're starting to push, Jinx will have to stay. If she's good, she will not follow if Lucian is pushing into her. And she'll stay in the tower, and she'll be busy, and then you can follow. Just lost your prio again. We're playing safe in the lane, we're giving her so much space, we're not punishing her, and then we're also wasting time and giving her free farm to help jungle that this shouldn't even exist. And of course, you're almost getting a kill here, and you're just like, oh my god, oh my god. So Lulu, I think she in her mind, she's playing Alistar, and she just flash Q'd here. Interesting. Yeah, she just missed a click. It can happen. Let's see how you play this fight. Auto W. Okay, that is not good. That is not good, because if she insta flashes, like right here, if she insta flashes, like here, well, not in the fight by the way, but here, you're not really gonna get so much damage. Your W is not doing so much damage here.
I think the reason I do not want to E here is because of the enemy jungler is...
Yeah, you don't need to E, you need to use your Q. Because your Q is the most damage. Like here you should just Q. Right? Like why you do W when W is like more mana, less damage than Q. And then you could say maybe it's the movement speed. You know the movement speed from the W, yes?
Yeah.
But if she just flashes out, she polymorphs you right here, and she flashes out, you're not really gonna have anything here. Like you're just gonna, like let's say you W and then she flashes out here. You're not getting her. Because Jarvan is here. Oh, I mean, Lucian and Jarvan. So you should just use your Q. Immediately here. Let's see. Look at this W and then you auto. Do you step into the traps? Okay, no problem. This can happen to anyone.
I think at that stage, I think it doesn't even care if I go into the traps.
It does, because if you don't go into the traps and you're here, the traps are gonna go down and you can just go past them. And then, because if you're trapped, it does matter a lot, because he can just EQ on more people. If you're right here, he has to choose, do I go on Lucian with Jarvan, or do I go on the trash? And also, you're not really doing your animation cancel from the Q. So your Q... Okay, this is really laggy for some reason. Let's just close a few things. Yeah, like, look at this. Do you know the animation cancel of the Q?
Yeah, with auto taking first, you mean?
Yes. Okay, interesting. Okay, you go into a practice stall and you show me.
Me? Yeah,
yes.
Fine.
Yes.
Like canceling something, or what do you mean by short dash? But
yeah,
probably from your question, no.
Okay, no. Yes. So how many games do you have on this champ?
In my life, quite a few.
Yes, but in the last like year, because that's the most important thing.
Not too much.
Yeah, I see. Okay, sorry, show me. I was just canceling the screen. See, you can do it much faster than this. Super slow. This is like a silver main Lucian. Okay, even faster than this. It's good. Yeah, but don't do it on the passive, because on the passive, yeah, like now. Okay, you're on the right path.
Sorry, what?
You're on the right path. This is good. Keep going. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, show me your dash. How do you dash? Okay, the bronze dash, okay. Keep your cursor really close to your champion and E. And show me on Adumi.
Isn't it the same?
I don't know, just practice. Is it the same?
I mean, this is further, yeah, I see that.
So why would someone use the short dash?
Because you're getting like earlier to hit again?
Yes, it's faster, it's smoother, and it's just gonna get the passive like a lot faster.
Some just need a little help.
You see this? So you played Lucian very like basic Lucian, but I didn't really know a lot of combos. So this is just huge on Lucian. It's like not knowing your combos. So we need to learn this. We need to actually apply this if you want to play this champion. Okay. Let me see if my client works, and then we can show you too.
Also, yeah, it's like 3 hours or 3 of those sessions. It's 3 hours, right?
It's 3 hours in total, yes. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you need to run from someone, like let's say I'm on the bot lane, and let's say we learn how to position it, because we need to learn that first. And let's say there is a guy there and it's Jinx and Lulu, right? If I want to do the combo, I don't try to do E like this and then just go on the left, so the enemy carry is not able to do anything on me, right? So I do long dash like this, and then I just go on the left. Of course, the combo is you do long dash, auto Q, auto like this. If you're in a very high intensity moment, let's say doing Baron, or like you need to kill someone really fast.
The fight we did like review.
Oh, sorry?
You said a high intense situation, but the situation we just looked at on my VOD, it was pretty much a high intense situation with the Jarvan.
Yes, it was an intense. Well, the thing is, it depends on if you need space, right? If you need distance.
Or I just use it for tempo myself.
Yeah, because if you
and stuff,
if there is a high chance that you're gonna get comboed, you should use the long dash. Like here, you can use the short dash if you know you can actually kill her before she's gonna flash away.
Sorry, your screen. I was not. It's fine
right now.
It's fine.
Okay. So you can see it now, yes?
Yeah.
So now if you think you can kill her like before she can flash away, you can do short dash, Q, auto, and then just like short dash, auto, Q, auto, and you kill her. But in this case, you can't short dash anymore because you needed to use it to dodge the combo of the Jarvan and to get distance. Okay. Yeah, I wanted it to go for the combo. So it's fine. There are so many things right here. It's gonna be hard to play Lucian. We need a lot of practice. And then here it's also like the way you focus. The combo is bad, but also like right here you should just go on the Jinx. Just go on the Jinx because Thresh is going on the Jinx. Like right now, if you started to go on the Jinx, just keep killing the Jinx. Because if you go on the Jarvan, remember that. Look at Jinx. This Jinx is this HP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 HP, and she's Jinx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 HP, and this is a Jarvan. Yes, you might feel, oh, but I need to help them. Yes, but if you go now on the Jarvan, you used an important combo on the Jinx, you chunked her, and now you're gonna chunk the Jarvan, but in the meantime, Jinx is gonna kill your teammate. So what you should have done, since you actually used everything on Jinx, keep using everything on Jinx. Yes, most likely Lucian is gonna die, or whatever he is low Thresh. But at least you kill the damage per second, the Jinx, and then you can go on the Jarvan. So this is like combo management, this is positioning, decision making. All in this shows us that we have a lot of big patterns. The first red flag was I moved towards my jungle without pushing my wave when it was far. The second pattern is that we don't have enough games on Lucian, we don't know the combos. Third thing was the focus right here, you just went on 2 targets. It's a lot of things we need to work on here. Here, the Q, and then now, since you just focus the Jinx, which is fine because Thresh is also going on the Jinx and she's squishier, keep going. Auto Q, keep going. And as you can see, you don't do the auto Q animation cancel. And they actually flash like that. They're so boosted. Like, I don't know, man. You're playing in bronze. Like, look at Jinx.
Yeah, I was also pretty surprised.
Okay. Nice try with the E. Interesting. Yeah, I shouldn't body it here. You should just keep it. You should keep it for like 1 HP here. Just keep it for 1 HP. You shouldn't like use the barrier.
I had the issue quite a while that I did use barrier. Yeah, too late. So that's why I started using it like that.
Yeah, I use it early. So like now there is no difference.
Also, by that point, I can remember that I started thinking about Lulu again.
Yeah, but Lulu is too far away. Plus, you have vision there. The point is that there is no barrier early or barrier late. You need to use it for some burst. And here there is no burst. Like, Jinx attacks are not burst. It's like, this is just nothing. You should use it for the W of Jinx or for the Jarvan combo. In this case, you don't use it at all because you're just winning this so hard. Just wasted it. So this is like, you need to try to find the best barrier, right? Like, this is just, if you're Emerald 1 and you can't barrier, then it's like kind of bad. It's kind of bad. So use it for burst if it matters. Now, what burst can matter? Well, the W of Jinx and then auto with the press the attack if she has it. But it's not something that you would care because she has low mana and a lot lower HP than you. You have double buffs, you have potions. So you win this so hard, yeah. Guess we shouldn't stay on this so long because it's so many things. Like, you didn't even proc the potion as you're fighting. Look at this. Didn't even proc the potion. So I guess I'm gonna try to start thinking, let's not analyze the Emerald mistakes and Diamond 4 mistakes because there will be like a billion things. Let's start with the Platinum mistakes, the Bronze mistakes, with the Q on the wave Bronze mistake kind of things. Because this we need to, these are red flags. So let's continue with the red flags here. Like the focus, for example. And here the animation cancel wasn't there. And then here is like, why do you stake? Because if Jinx recalls, you have a freeze here, you should insta recall. Like, even this is a red flag. The moment you see this wave, okay, wave is coming into you, recall, you get to a freeze. You have double longsword right here, it's perfect. Even this one is a red flag. But this is a bit too advanced. Since we have so many mistakes that are like very low elo mistakes, let's fix this first. I don't care about this wave management complex thing yet. We need to look at the elephants in the room first. And then we... You see the short dash here? Like in this case, you don't need that much space. You just... She's gonna die anyways. And I hope you're gonna recall here, right? I hope you're gonna recall here. Oh, shit. Why am I saying that is the best decision to recall here? What do I mean by that? Why shouldn't you push to get more money?
I have a bit more minions and they're probably gonna slow push into me, so I have time to recall. Especially now with 1.4k.
Yeah, yeah. If you told me that I know that I should freeze, but because I have 1,100 gold, I want to intentionally break the freeze because I know that a big, huge power spike for me is the BF sword. So I break the freeze, being conscious about the breaking the freeze thing. And in this case, I intentionally do it so I can have my BF sword. But no, it is not the case here. You do have the BF sword. So then there is absolutely no reason for you to break this one, right? And then this one is like, oh, let me push. It's like, poor trash. It's actually trying. Oh no, this is so coin flip. Oh, and you're staying here. Oh, this is really, really bad. Why? It's because now Jinx is coming. You know she's coming. Recall. Okay, sure. You decided to push. We said that it's not good, you know, whatever. But now, like, you have to have on top of your mind, it has to be, Jinx is coming, she's here, she's gonna kill me, she's full HP with items, where is the enemy jungle? This is what you should be thinking about. Like, even this one, run. Okay, now she's really low, but you were so committed. Like now, okay, I understand, you followed, she was very, very low, you followed the hook, but now run, recall, look at you. Like, oh, but we can do it. Yeah, and if it doesn't work, or she has flash, or she has exhaust, or she has heal, or enemy jungle is here, we give a shutdown. And then we give Jinx kills, so we just FF, or what do we do after? Look at this. So the problem here wasn't, because you were like, oh, but I should have flashed here. And then when you said that first idea, I wanted to laugh. I was like, no, that's far from being your mistake here. The real mistake here is when you didn't recall on a freeze. Okay. Yeah, and honestly, I will not really talk with my teammates. I think you're typing a little bit too much. But I mean, if you think it helps, but it just gets your focus from the game. It's like you see how much you're missing up with the combos, with the wave management, the decision making. Try to focus on yourself. Like me, I ask about the leash, then I mute all. Whew. Okay, this is a long session. So now we have two options. We can spend 10, 15, 20 minutes to see like overall the view of like whole game, mid macro, because I'm sure there is going to be a lot of things here as well. I also don't want to overwhelm you with information because we talked about positioning, we talked about wave management, we talked about the decision making of helping the jungle or pushing the wave first, decision making wise. We talked about recall timings, we talked about a lot of things. So I will give you the homework and I will give you like what you should work on first and how to do the work specifically with the practice. Or we can keep going and I can give you more things and give you more information. What do you think is the best for you?
I think the first option is better.
Sorry?
First option.
First option, okay.
It's already enough, I guess.
Already enough, okay. Because I'm sure that we're just gonna find so many things. Okay, so my first problem is the champion pool. You're playing Lucian, which is a very non-meta champion, so you have to play significantly better than someone that plays meta. If that's the case, you want it, you love Lucian, and you want to learn him,
it's not
that's
the
fine.
case.
Okay, sure. Then we need to make a champion pool that is better. Because there are some people that tell me, okay, you know, let's say I'm going to get to Diamond 3 in 6 months. I can do it on Jinx in like 6 months, or I can do it on Lucian in 10. Like, okay, you want to do it on Lucian, you can do it on Lucian. Of course, these months are halved because you do get coaching session. With coaching, everything is going to feel simpler. You're going to have a practice, so it's going to feel simpler. But just so you can understand that playing Lucian is not, that doesn't mean you're not going to climb. It's just going to be slower. And sometimes a lot slower, especially when now Lucian is not the best in the world. I don't think it's weak, but I think there are other champions that are good. Okay, good. So first we need to make a champion pool, my man. So what do you think are your best champions that you want to play, that you love playing? Should I give you some recommendation, or what should we do?
Yeah, mixed. So I want to play Ezreal.
Ezreal is very good right now. 8 tier, of course.
I think my best champ is Draven, but since a few years and all the new champs are heavily overtuned, I don't like it anymore.
Okay,
because
no problem.
I feel like it's hard. I will always sometimes play it just because it's first my best champion and I love the champion, but yeah.
Okay, so should we do it? Because he's a good champ. If you have gonna have good fundamentals, he can be OP. But if you say you're not like liking him, then we shouldn't put him.
Put him on the list, but he will not be a champ I pick a lot.
Okay, so maybe like a third one, sure. What else?
I like Kai'Sa.
Okay. Do you like Jinx? Jhin is really good as well.
Not the meta Jinx, not the lethality collector thing.
I see, but now it's actually
pretty OP. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, the pick is pretty OP, but I think that people are still going for the normal build still. So it's still a good champion even if you're going for the normal one. So yeah, maybe you can give it a try. Okay, sure. Jhin, what do you think about Jhin?
Yeah, I played him a few games because he is so damn broken right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked quite well.
Okay.
Versus mega hard engage, I like to play Xayah.
Yeah, Xayah is very, 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 very bad. One of the worst, if not the worst AD carry at the moment. It's like super bad champ. Even against a lot of engages, I would still play Ezreal or Jhin, or she's just very, very weak. So, okay. So you said, what did you say after Kai'Sa? You said a bit of Jhin. Yeah, honestly, I think it's a bit, how much do you usually play in a normal average day? Average, an hour, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 50, 90 in a day.
Something between 2 and 4.
Okay. I don't think you should go for 4 champions. It's too little how much prime you play. I would personally, if I was you, I would go for an 80-20, or you could also go for a 60-20-20 champion pool. By that I mean you play, let's say, Kai'Sa 80% of the times, and then you have the pocket pick Draven. Or the second one, you play Ezreal, or like whatever, Kai'Sa 60% of the time, then 20% of the time you play Ezreal, 20% of the time you play Jhin. I wouldn't recommend you 4 champs. It's
okay, yeah, then I would drop off Draven and it's probably 60-20-20 Ezreal, Kai'Sa, Jhin.
Okay, so Ezreal most of the cases, and then Kai'Sa when you have the draft and Jhin.
I like him right now, and I also like the idea that he is pushing, like poking.
Okay, that's fine, sure. I mean, we will see if the Ezreal should be the main, or maybe play the Kai'Sa the main, or Jhin the main. Honestly, they're all very good. Ezreal is good in majority of the cases, good blind pick. Same thing with Jhin. Very good blind pick still in this meta. Kai'Sa is a bit more reliant, even though she can be blind pickable and pro players do it. My recommendation, since you probably don't know the combos on her yet, we're gonna maybe see in the next coaching session, I will show you some nice combos on Kai'Sa. My recommendation is to pick her only when you have a good draft. If you have an engaged support, or if you have minimum 2 reliable targets that you can play with the ulti around, you should pick her. For example, do I play Kai'Sa if I Nautilus support? Yes. Pi? Yes. Blitz? Yes. Okay. Do I play with Emilio? Maybe. If I have jungle Elise or Amumu, top lane,
like a
or
setup,
yeah, like a setup. Like if you have minimum 2 champions with setup, you can have Fizz mid, no setup, or Cassiopeia mid, but you have to have 2 champions on jungle top. Or you can have Lissandra mid lane and jungle Nidalee, but you can have a top laner that can CC like Malphite. So 2 setup in the mid jungle top, or 1 setup in the support. This can be a good pick. This is like a very easy, way. Of course, pro players are gonna say that, yeah, but you should also look at the enemy team. If they have like anti-engaged champs like Janna, or if they have a lot of range like Syndra, Jace, you shouldn't pick this champ. But as a rule of thumb, you can start simple, and as we move into the next session, we will go more complex. So one of the biggest problem is the champion pool and how you play how you play mechanically. We don't know the combos, and we have a lot less damage than we should. Why? It's because of the mechanics 30% of the times, right? Or 35% of the times. So the solution here is make the 3 champs. So make a champion pool. This is the first problem that you have. The second problem that you have is fundamentally, and this is going to be wave management. We are having 1.4k gold, and wave is coming into us, but we still push. when we have a free freeze. Not good. Positioning, we play way too far from the support, even when he is posturing aggressively, we still autopilot. So wave management is one problem in game. Positioning is another problem. And then what else did we have today?
The masteries thing.
Yes. Sorry, the mastery?
Like it's now runes. For me, it's still masteries.
Yeah,
but
runes. Yeah, runes. Build. Okay, no problem. This is like with the coaching, we will make it clean. I gave you the website where you can look for yourself. I will anyways give you the meta, keep you updated. Macro decisions, and by that I mean, should I push first and move to my jungle? Should I move right away? You should base it based on the distance. Distance, super important. So which one is the biggest one? Honestly, definitely it's gonna be wave management or macro decision. I just can't. Maybe wave management is more important. Let's put it 40%. What does 40% mean? 40% means that up to 40% of your laning phases you're gonna lose because of the wave management. Yeah, macro decisions 37 to 40. Up to 40% of the mid-game games and decisions that you're gonna lose because of the macro decision that we don't know when to push first and then move right away. There is a question mark here that it feels like sometimes you're typing to the chat too much, sometimes you're ignoring to your team, maybe you're pinging them too much. We're gonna talk maybe in the next coaching session, but this can make everything more severe. I can give you my example. Last year, I got 59% win rate from bronze to diamond on 200 ping. This year, I get 54 because I got tilted. I start typing. I start missing ping my teammates. So this is gonna affect a lot of your gameplay. So be very careful if you're typing and even like what you're doing. I saw it in the game. What you're doing, you're actually pinging them a lot, and this is very tilting. You should never ping them on their head because that's very tilting for them. You should only ping like one time, maximum 2. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, well, let me just show you on your gameplay. So
it's obvious. I mean, I understand it without showing, I guess.
Yes. You gotta be careful because you can do these sessions, and I think you can win a lot more, and you can feel happier and in the game, and you're gonna learn. I think you're a good player, but there is a but. If you're gonna type and tilt your teammates and Thresh is gonna go level 2 top, doesn't matter how well you play the game sometimes if you're tilting your teammates. So keep that in mind. And I saw it a lot, like don't ping the head of your teammates on, like literally the head of your teammates. It's really tilting. Like for example,
can I ask a question?
Yes.
It's off what you're saying right now, but your game's loading. For me, like Draven or Lucian are all in champs.
Yes.
And Ezreal is a poke champ. But what is like Kai'Sa, Jhin, Misfortune? What are they?
What kind of dynamic are they?
So for me, it's hard to... On Ezreal, I try to push. I try to poke on the turret then. And on Lucian, I try to freeze and go for the all-in play. But I don't know how to treat, like even theoretically, how to treat Wave as Jhin, as Kai'Sa, as... probably as Kai'Sa, I try to survive the lane, and I don't know, push out if I have the angle and maybe get a small advantage like that. But
okay, so your question is, try to repeat your question again.
On when my champion pool is Ezreal, Jhin, Kai'Sa only. On Jhin and Kai'Sa, on Ezreal it's quite clear, but on Kai'Sa and Jhin, what are my goals in lane? Like, is my goal to not die?
It depends. No, Jhin is really strong in the lane. This is really like depending on support. Like usually Jhin is super strong in the early game. You want to like punish them. If you have a blitz, you play around the blitz. If you want to get the push and play around the blitz. If you play with a Karma, you want to get the push and you want to zone them and you want to poke them. So it just really depends on who is your support. Do I push because I have a hook and then I wait him to hit it, or do I push because I want to help Karma to poke them and then I poke them with her? Same thing with Ezreal as well. Same thing with Ezreal. Do I have a hook? Then I push the wave, I get prio, I keep my passive up at any given time, and I wait for the hook or for the all-in. Let's say I have Alistar. Say, number 2, I get the push, and then we need to poke. Perfect. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So if you ping someone, never ping like this. You're doing this. This is super tilting. They'll just mute you immediately. Like let's say I want him, let's say he's pushing and I want him to not push, okay? So what I do is that I ping, let's say he's right here, he's my buddy. I don't do this, always do this, never on his head. And if after the first ping he doesn't listen, you ping him one more time. If after 2 pings he doesn't listen, you will not ping. Because you'll tilt him, he will mute you here, he will go mid. The way you treat your jungle and the way you treat your so you have, it's very tricky, right? And because you have in-game mistakes, so many, and you also do this. So in a year, I believe if you didn't do this coaching session, you're gonna come here and say, why do I have 45% win rate? Because the game is forcing me at 50 and I still have lower than that. Why? It's because I'm also tilting my teammates so hard. So the mental is very important for solo. So if you're tilted, mute and just mute yourself and don't ping, don't do anything. Just very, very, very important.
All right.
Okay, good. So how do you work on this? You watch the session one more time and then you need to, let's see. So watch the session one more time, play 35 more games on AD carry. And the tasks are simple. So you want to play 35 games on max 3 champs. That's super, super important. Watching the session one more time. And
wait,
after that...
The gameplay stuff is not for me, right?
No. This is not you. It's different. So positioning around the trash, not asking to leash, not communicating early on, playing too safe and not looking to punish. This is also a big mistake, by the way. I forgot about it. I'll put it at 40%. Zero investment in the push level 1 as Lucian trash versus Xulul. We talked about it. This is the champion pool. So yeah, the rule number 1 is make a champion pool, 3 champions max, and learn them mechanically. If you can't learn them by yourself, next session I'm gonna show you every combo on the champs and every little thing. If you wanna play Kai'Sa, she has a lot of combos and you will need some help unless you want to watch like 2 hours of videos on YouTube guides, which you can do it by yourself. But I will give you all of the combos perfectly and I will show you how to do it if you need my help. And then in terms of what do I focus on, it should be the wave management for now. And by that I mean, how do I want to play? How do I want the wave plus a recall? So how do I want the wave? Usually in the first 3 levels you want to push, get control of the lane. Do I play Lucian Karma? I want to get control of the lane so she can poke. Do I play Lucian Alistar? I want to get the control of the wave so he can get level 2 advantage first and we can all in. So first 3 waves is always the same. You always want to get push. After that, you want to focus on this. How do I want the wave after the first 3 waves? Do I have Alistar? Okay, I want to keep it on my side. It's fine if it's going to push into me. I can keep it in the middle or slightly towards them, but not into their tower because Alistar cannot go in. This is what I need to think about. Okay, so I have, this is Alistar. This is fine wave state. This is fine wave state. He can still go in, but this is not a fine wave state. And this is okay wave state if they do, as long as they don't have so many minions right here. So Alistar can go in. If you have a range support, you want to do the opposite. You want to have it, you can have it in the middle if you have more minions so your Karma can walk up. You can have it a bit on their side as long as you have more minions so Karma can walk up. Or you can even have it into the tower. It's okay as well. Not ideal, but still okay so Karma can poke. This is what you need to know. Before every game, you need to think about that.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster, but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive.
Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.